Hello and welcome everybody. In this video we'll show you how to study more effectively. 5 years ago when I was studying in university, I wasn't a good student at the college. I spent a lot of time revising, but in the opposite, I don't get the desired result, and that's led me being disappointed. But when I discovered these tricks, I start to know how the mind works and how we can remember more theory in a short period. So after that, I began studying less but effectively, which let me get better results with a minimum efforts. The tricks that I will show you are very simple and it works well for everyone. Keep watching the whole video and don't skip any of these important parts. Before we get started, don't forget to subscribe to our channel to receive all our news. 1. Pay attention in class. The most definite way to make sure you succeed in college is to attend your classes. Showing up for class is a great way to stay on top of your course material, so you don't feel like you have fallen behind and need to cram before a final test or project. In order to get all you can out of attending class, it is important for you to be fully present and engaged while you are there. For that, we advise you to go to class with enough sleep, because it is the most effective way to stay alert during class. Sleep deprivation can slow even the most basic cognitive function, including memory retention. If you are well rested for class, your brain will automatically be able to focus more effectively and process concepts more actively. Also, you need to sit in the front. The front row center seat is usually avoided like the plague. However, if you are serious about class, forget what people think and make this your permanent seat. It is much harder to become distracted during class if you are sitting just a few feet from the professor. You will also not be able to see as many of the other students that could distract you. With that, you need to ask questions when you have them. Actively listening, processing information, and asking questions as you go will keep your brain on topic and engage it in a critical thinking process. This will also help you if a certain topic is particularly difficult for you to understand. It will be to your benefit if you ask the question as you go rather than getting lost as you build on the concept. 2. Take notes. Taking good notes in class is an important part of academic success in college. Actively taking notes during class can help you focus and better understand main concepts. In many classes, you may be asked to watch an instructional video before a class discussion. Good note taking will improve your active listening, comprehension of material, and retention. Taking notes on both synchronous and asynchronous material will help you better remember what you hear and see. After a class, good notes are crucial for reviewing and studying class material so that you better understand it and can prepare appropriately for exams. Efficient and concise notes can save your time, energy, and confusion that often results from trying to make sense of disorganized, overwhelming, insufficient, or wordy notes. When watching a video, taking good notes can save you from the hassle of pausing, rewinding, and rewatching large chunks of a lecture. Good notes can provide a great resource for creating outlines and studying. There is a lot going on during class, so you may not be able to capture every main concept perfectly. And that's okay. Part of good note-taking may include going back to your notes after class, easily within a day or two, to check for clarity and fill in any missing pieces. In fact, doing so can help you better organize your thoughts and to determine what's most important. With that in mind, it's important to have good source material. The first step to taking good notes in class is to come to class prepared. First, you should preview your text or reading assignments prior to lecture. Previewing allows you to identify main ideas and concepts that will most likely be discussed during the lecture. After that, you need to look at your course syllabus so that you know the topic focus of the class and what's going to be important to focus on. Then briefly review notes from previous class session to help you situate the new ideas you will learn in this class. With that, try to keep organized to help you find information more easily later. Title your page with the class name and date, keep separate notebook sections or notebooks for each class, and keep all notes for each class together in one space. 3. Do extra research. Sometimes you lose focus in class because you can't understand what your teacher is saying. This is normal and understandable. You do extra research so that you can better understand your lessons. You might have an easier time paying attention. At the very least, learning outside of class can make up for the fact that you are having a hard time paying attention. You can find more information on just about any subject in various places online. 4. Study in intervals. Long extended study sessions with no breaks will not help you learn information effectively. To be an effective learner, you will need to take regular breaks as you work. Try studying 30-minute intervals and taking a 5 to 10-minute break at the end of each interval. If you find that your concentration is starting to falter, you may have to pause studying for the day or switch to different subject. Do something relaxing during your break that doesn't take too much concentration, such as stretching or walking. 5. Quiz yourself. Use flashcards, mock quizzes, and practice exams to more effectively learn information. Taking a test helps you learn information better than simply reading the information. Try creating flashcards to quiz yourself. You can also create or ask your instructor for a mock quiz or practice exam. You can create a sample mock exam for yourself by copying all of the questions from your previous quizzes and answering them. Consider taking a mock quiz or exam first. The topic that you are struggling the most with are the ones that you should focus on when studying. 6. Memorize better. To memorize better, the first thing you need to consider is to visualize the information. Use the method of Lucy. This is a technique where you visualize a house, associating rooms in the house with bits of information. New information goes into a new room. Open a closet to find the names of the bones in the food. Also, you can use acronym and mnemonics. Create patterns and words from the information you need to remember. Associating the first letter of each item with the word, phrase, or rhyme can make information easier to recall. These tricks are especially useful to help remember lists and ordered information. Also, you can use the changing technique. Create a story or sentence around a bit of information so that it can be more easily recalled. Remember the order of planet by telling a tale about them going on a picnic. The story can be silly and fun, which will make it easier to remember. Another technique to use is to learn by doing. Learn information by acting it out. Using hand gesture and other movements can help you better remember information with a muscle memory. If you can't move around when studying, use your imagination to picture it in your mind. Also, study in different locations can help you memorize better. Your memory can be triggered by different cues in your environment. If you are having trouble in remembering the material you are studying, try moving to a new spot to help the information stand out in your mind. Also, you should revisit the material regularly. Review the material you studied a couple days after your study session. Make a mental note of anything you have forgotten and review those areas again. And the last technique is to relate new things to what you already know. According to the Loma Linda University School of Medicine, a great brain-based technique for memory retention is to relate new information to what you already know. For example, if you are learning about the Second War, you might associate what you learned about the play with prior knowledge you have about First War and start to compare them together till it becomes easier for you to put a link between the two wars, which will help your mind captivate better the information. 7. Create the perfect revising environment. For better smart studying, creating the perfect studying environment is important. Make sure your study area is quiet, comfortable, and free from distractions. Try to experiment with different study areas. For example, if you get too distracted when you are at home, try studying in the school library or in any other quiet area. If you are not required to use technology for your studying, try switching off all your devices. 8. Teach other people what you have learned. Sharing your newly learned skills or knowledge is an efficient way to further solidify the new information in your brain. According to Loma Linda University, the process of translating the information into your own words helps your brain better understand it. And there are a number of innovative ways to break something down to teach it to others. It's a win-win for everyone. 9. Exercise to clear your head. Working out is good for our bodies, but our brain reaps many benefits as well. Exercise can improve learning and memory. So if you are having writer's block or just can't seem to get through that tough math problem, try working it off or squeezing in a quick gym session. A 2013 study found that exercise has immediate benefits on cognition in both younger and older adults. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel to receive all our news. If you learned something new today, then give the video a like and tell us in comments which step you like it more. And here's some others great videos I think you will enjoy. Just click on the left or on the right.